So people have been asking me to react to this new Kaisa build. You maybe saw it, but overall, this new Chinese build is static plus pickaxe plus longsword for Q evolution into Bork plus terminus, and then you can go for or AP or AD depending on your game. Now, is this build viable and how does it compare to Kraken Slayer? Okay, first off, one thing that is nice is that you get that early Q evolution. One of the issues with Kraken Slayer is that Kraken plus Pickaxe gives you Q evolution at level 10, which can be really annoying. So having an early Q evolution plus static makes this build more comfortable in the lane. But there's one issue, and that is the cost. Let me explain. This build requires you to go for static plus pickaxe plus longsword. That will cost you 3,925 gold, which is really expensive and not easy to get. So unless you're really fed, you'll most likely get this Q evolution when you're already level 9. So compared to Kraken Slayer, on average you get Q evolution around half a level early, which isn't the most worth thing. Second, let's look at the damage Bork does compared to Rageblade. For this, I'm going to compare 3 builds. Kraken Slayer plus Rageblade, then Static plus Rageblade plus Dagger, and finally, Static plus Bork, with the correct runes. So first off, let's look at a single burst combo, which means one passive with auto attack, Q, and W. Here, actually, Bork does the highest burst damage compared to other builds. But now, if you look at DPS over 3 seconds, we have a different story. With now, Kraken Slayer being the highest DPS, which is not surprising, but what's interesting is that Static plus Rageblade does more DPS than Static Bork, even though Static Rageblade is cheaper to buy. Now I know this is not a perfect test, but it's close enough and clearly shows you the gap in DPS between the builds. So yeah, this build has good damage in the early to early mid game, but does fall off really fast when you get close to late game. Overall, I think this build can be viable when you're ahead and if you're someone that loves being super aggressive, because this build requires you to snowball the game because you don't want at all to reach late game. But outside of that niche, if you're behind, I don't recommend to go for Bork. Not only is Rageblade cheaper, but it does more DPS, because the issue with Blade of the Ring King is that even though it has good burst damage, as soon as you're done with your initial damage, the DPS goes down the drain. And overall, in most games, Kraken Slayer remains the most comfortable item to go for because it's simply the best in terms of scaling and DPS. So if you don't like being super aggressive, this build is probably not for you. So yeah, pretty fun niche build that does work, just requires you to be really aggressive. Alright, with that said, enjoy the gameplay and subscribe. Okay, the Lux has almost no more mana, so the poke should go down. Nice. Oh my gosh. Nice. And I get the assist. Perfect. Nice. Nice. To be fair, to be totally fair here, I mean, yes, it's nice I can get evolution early with this, but does it really matter? I mean, like, I'm level 10 anyway in a couple a couple minions, so... Easy as that. Oh, careful, careful. Yeah, I knew it. He's there. I saw you. Nice. I think what's important, I think what's really important in this game to see is that if you look at my laning phase, I had a pretty rough laning phase. I took a bad trade at the start, and I was low HP, like into a Lux cait. And even though I was low HP, I was still able to stay in the lane for what, like 5 minutes without dying, without even falling off on CS that much. That's the thing I'm trying to say, is like matchups, difficult matchups in lower elo like diamond, platinum, emerald, gold, and so on. Like most of the time, these people don't know how to apply pressure. If I was in challenger with this HP into a Lux cait, I'm dead. I'm dead in next wave, legit. I got 2 at least. Okay, well, I thought I could move for 2 seconds, but I guess not. And GG's. Okay, so to be fair, 2 things, right? The first thing, I mean, my damage. Yeah. The thing is that the first issue I have with this build is that the advantage of getting pre-evolution early with pickaxe plus longsword doesn't matter that much when you're ahead in the game. Because when you're ahead, you get pre-evolution anyway. Like, I got pre-evolution with this build at level 9. Like, I was gonna get level 10 in a couple waves, so it didn't really matter. The second issue with this build is that into the Trundle, I was struggling. Like, even though I was ahead, into the Trundle, like at the 5, when I went on the Zen, if I had Krakenseer, this Trundle dies way quicker. So there we go. This is gonna be interesting, to be fair. Garen, Lee Sin, Galio, and Rel. These Rel, Galio can be really difficult to kill. Because they get tanky as hell. They get so tanky. Alright, nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. The Real got way too greedy at the start of the game. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah. Okay then. Nice. Way too greedy again. I missed that, okay. Oh, that is lucky. Nice. No, why did you do that? I got one at least, but oh my gosh, why did the echo? He was safe there. Even with shield, I was dead anyway. Okay then. Yeah, this Jaren is mad, I think. Or is this inting? Is it inting Garen? Who knows? Maybe. Oh boy, I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Minions. Got it. I can't do much. Oh, I got greedy. Ah, she was there. God damn it. I'm dead. Ah, god damn it. I should have either way. Nice. This Garen, man. I got stunned. I pinned all the Lee Sin, sadly. Nice. Ah, so close actually. GG. Not bad, not bad to be fair. I fought a lot. But yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like in this game, for example, the game never really went too long, right? It stayed like we snowballed, we stomped. So this build can work in the early mid game, right? It does good damage. The only issue is that if the game goes long, that's the problem.